Today, I'm going to be going over the Blue Jays' first 10 rounds of the 2026 draft and grading each pick based on how much possible value they could get from the players. It's worth noting the Jays don't have a second round pick, and therefore I will be grading 9 different picks, and they had the second lowest bonus pool amount at $5,543,100. If you would like to see one of these videos for your favorite team, just ask in the comment section down below. Now, let's get into it. With the 39th selection in the draft, the Jays selected Cole Carlone, left-handed pitcher from Arizona State. Carlone was ranked 26 overall by MLB Pipeline, and I mocked him to the Cubs at 23 overall. So Carlone falling to the 39th selection is not only great value for the pick, but probably somewhat of a pleasant surprise for the Jays as well. The 6'5", 230-pound southpaw's best pitch is his short, high 80s slider, which misses bats, while his fastball is a bit spotty, sitting 94, while peaking at triple digits sometimes. He had a 3.87 ERA in 83 innings pitched with 133 strikeouts and a 14.3 strikeouts per 9 innings. Carlone's reliever risk is what made him fall so far down the board, which is a legitimate concern, but just like in 2024 when they took Trey Savage, the Jays aren't afraid to take the high-risk, high-reward player. I think this is a good pick for the spot they took him at, although still a risky pick, so it's getting an A- grade from me. With the 103rd selection of the MLB draft, the Blue Jays selected Ryan Cooney, a college second baseman from Oregon State. The 6', 195-pound right-handed hitter had a .331 batting average and a .944 OPS with just 8 home runs at Oregon State in 2026. Ryan is a hit over power kind of guy who walks as much as he strikes out and has above average speed with a 55 run grade. He is seen as an aggressive, gritty player who is a solid defender at second base and could possibly still play on the left side of the infield at the next level. He gets some soft comparisons to the Blue Jays All-Star Ernie Clement, which I am happy with at the 103rd pick in the draft. Ryan Cooney will get a B grade as the 103rd pick overall. With the 131st pick, the Toronto Blue Jays selected Will Brick, a high school catcher from Tennessee. Brick was ranked as the number 46 overall draft prospect from MLB Pipeline, and it was thought the Jays may draft him with their first round pick at number 39. Falling to 131, clearly teams believed his commitment to Mississippi State was too strong to sign him in the later rounds. But with the Jays selecting Cooney in the 3rd round, they are more than likely attempting to save money to sign Brick with this pick. Brick hit .333 for Team USA's 18 and under team in the World Cup in Japan, while providing great defensive value behind the dish. Brick's arm is his best tool with a 65 grade. He routinely records pop times that are sub 1.9 seconds, with Major League average being around 2 seconds. He projects to be a plus receiver and blocker behind the plate as he develops as well. The bat does pose some question marks for some scouts, showing some major pop in batting practice, but sticking to hitting more line drives in game action. He also gets a little too passive at times. If the Jays are able to sign Brick, this is an awesome pick despite the concerns about the bat, so I will be giving this an A. Would have been an A+ if he were a basketball player though, because that is an elite basketball name. The Blue Jays only really drafted college players after selecting Will Brick, and that trend starts with them selecting Nolan Higgins with the 164th overall pick in the draft. The senior reliever sits in the low 90s with his fastball, touching 98, while showing some feel for a low 80s breaking ball. Statistics for college relievers don't ever typically look good because of how offense heavy the NCAA is. Higgins had a 5.20 ERA in 45 innings with 62 strikeouts and just 13 walks, appearing in almost half the games Michigan State played in 2026. This pick is most likely a money saver, probably for the previous pick in Will Brick, but Higgins could have some potential upside as a starter or reliever in the Jays system. Although it is a savvy pick by the Jays, I can't give a 5th round senior reliever pick anything higher than a C-. With the 193rd pick in the draft, the Toronto Blue Jays selected Gabby Mitchell, a college senior shortstop from Iowa. Another savvy money-saving pick, Mitchell hit .360 with a .987 OPS and 5 home runs while walking 31 times to just 18 strikeouts. The 5'9", 185-pound left-handed hitter stole 14 bases in 2026 and is said to have a high baseball IQ. I like this pick more than their last, even though it is also somewhat of a money saver. Just because Mitchell seems like a less highly thought of Ryan Cooney tools-wise, I'm giving this pick a B grade. With the 222nd selection of the 2026 MLB Draft, the Toronto Blue Jays selected Dean West, another 5'9", 185-pound hitter out of college. West is a soon-to-be 22-year-old outfielder from UCLA who is a bat-to-ball kind of guy, who is able to play all 3 outfield positions decently well. The left-handed hitter had a .277 average with just 7 home runs and 11 stolen bases, but walked more than he struck out, bringing his on-base percentage over .400 and his OPS at .835. He had a much better year in 2025, batting .320 with 4 home runs, a .895 OPS, and 49 walks to just 29 strikeouts. This is just another Blue Jays kind of pick, with West being more contact-oriented than anything. Who knows what he might do at the next level, but he has a decently high floor for a 7th round selection. C grade. With the 252nd selection in the draft, the Blue Jays selected college senior catcher Jake Bennett from Dallas Baptist University. The right-handed bat is more likely a first baseman as he isn't the best defensive catcher, but he does produce high exit velocities with the bat, which is where his upside lays. Bennett hit .346 with a 1.250 OPS and 19 home runs while walking almost as much as he struck out. All of this over just 43 games due to an ankle injury. Clearly, these numbers jump off the page, which is very exciting to get with the 252nd overall selection in the draft. I don't care if he has a brick for a glove behind the plate, if Bennett can produce as a hitter like he did in college, this is an A-grade pick for sure. With pick 282, the Toronto Blue Jays selected Joey Urban, a right-handed hitting outfielder from the University of Southern Mississippi. I mean, you want to talk about a 70-grade name tool. Joey Urban is a sick-ass name. Urban is another college senior who also put up some very nice hitting numbers for Southern Miss. A .320 average with 15 home runs and a 1. OPS exactly. Urban is another guy who walked about as much as he struck out. Another senior who the Jays are going to save money on and who has the potential to find his way through the minor leagues? That's a B grade. The final pick of the draft I will be grading for the Jays. They select Bryce Chance with the 312th overall pick. And yeah, there has been a major theme of college bats who are contact over power guys, and who walk as much or more than they strike out. The right-handed hitting outfielder will turn 24 in October and hit .349 with a .906 OPS and 2 home runs for Mississippi State in 2026. He walked 26 times to just 18 strikeouts and stole 13 bases. I don't love the fact that he is just 3 years younger than Vlad at the time of being drafted, but obviously not everyone is a superstar at 18 years old, so Bryce is getting his chance a little later on in life. See what I did there? Anyways, the age is bringing my grade down here, but clearly the Jays know what they like and have stuck to it, so this pick will get a C grade. Well, there you have it, the first 10 rounds of the Toronto Blue Jays 2026 MLB Draft analyzed. I didn't realize how college heavy they went before starting this video, and it is quite interesting to see. They really like contact-focused college bats from Mississippi, it seems, so if you're looking to be a Jay, I guess you better look for Mississippi colleges. All in all, I do think the Jays did a decent job with what they had. Their two prize picks, being Carlone and Brick, have some real upside, as long as they are able to get them signed. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good day.